Well, we already got you frustrated, so why not we just lean right into it? Go ahead, Brad. Start. We got you revved up. Let's continue.
Oh, hold on. Well, we can't have the fan frustration segment without
fan frustration.
I just wanted to play that. That's just fun. But here we go. It's fan frustration. And Jenna, I start with my Jets, and Sam Darnold is getting compared. Guy's getting compared a lot. And you know what? Given this comparison, I'm kind of surprised that he wasn't in the top 14 of that big board. Who would you like to start your franchise with? Because Sam Darnold is drawing Aaron Rodgers comparisons from Chris Sims. And to Chris Sims, I say this. Please stop. What are you doing? I mean, come on. This is not helping anyone. This is not helping Sam Darnold. This is not helping me. And as a Jets fan, I'm supposed to get excited. Chris Sims knows his stuff. I get that. And my player is being compared to Aaron Rodgers. That's awesome. But the last time a young Jet was compared to a player was Leonard Williams. It wasn't that long ago. Leonard Williams was compared to Richard Seymour, Calais Campbell, Gerald McCoy, all fantastic players. Leonard Williams was a can't-miss prospect. He was the most talented player in the draft, had a great combine, and only fell to 6th because he wasn't a quarterback. And he was terrible. Horrible. And the best Leonard Williams memory I will have is the trade to the Giants. Because A, it was a heist and a half, and B, the Giants took that deal, and I can make fun of my Giants fan friends. This is not helping. I can see the comparison in the way they play, both with big arms, both risk takers, and that's why he was drawing a lot of Brett Favre comparisons, especially in his rookie year. But as a Jets fan now, I'm not excited. I'm just worried that this sets the fan base and the franchise up for massive disappointment.
I think we were on, the same wavelength when we were talking, or, we didn't plan this, but my fan frustration is very similar.
If he's Aaron Rodgers, put him in the top 5 of the list. What are you doing? He's Aaron Rodgers, Chris Sims. Chris Sims says, then he has to be good. He has to be the top 5. He's a young Aaron Rodgers. What's he doing? I have a question. Can we go back for a second? Where was Sam Darnold on that list? Was he there?
Was Sam Darnold on the list? Was that your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, New England.
New England takes him. New England,
23.
Congratulations. You get Aaron Rodgers at 23. Congratulations. Yasha Koach, as my people would say, because apparently Chris Sims says he's Aaron Rodgers. So that's a steal, apparently.
So back to what I was saying, we have a very similar theme when it comes to our fan frustration for this week. It's, something that's not necessarily bad happening, and there's a lot of potential there, but there's some, we've been hurt before. And my fan frustration is wrapped around Max Crosby. And you could think, Jenna, how could you be frustrated about Max Crosby? He was a 4th-round pick last year, and he had 10 sacks. He tied with Nick Bosa for the most sacks by a rookie. That is, way more than you could have ever expected from this guy's rookie year. And to that I say, you're correct. It has nothing to do with Max Crosby's play. It's this article I found that said that Max Crosby is the building block for the Raiders organization. And that language, just him in general, reminds me of someone else that we used to call the building block of our new foundation, but he was later traded. And not in a good trade where I'm happy, in a bad trade when I'm frustrated. It reminds me of, I've spoken about before, the Khalil Mack trade, and, you say that these guys are the people, the faces of your franchise, the building block. You trade them away, and then you complain about not having a pass rush. So my fear is that a similar thing is gonna happen to Max Crosby. He's gonna realize that he should get paid whenever that time may come, because he's just, he just finished his rookie season, and he's gonna ask them for some money, and rightfully so. If he stays on this trend and even goes upward, he's gonna be one of the best defensive ends in all of the NFL, which I'm super excited about. But he's gonna ask for his money, and when it gets hard, you're just gonna say, okay, we'll just trade you and we'll get a whole bunch of draft picks and start all over again. I don't want that to happen again. I've been hurt before. I'm kind of easing into this now, easing into my Max Crosby fanhood, because last time this happened, I was destroyed, to the bone. I couldn't. It was hard. It was hard to be a Raiders fan after what happened with Khalil Mack. I was irreparable. It was bad. So I'm kind of on that rebound defensive end, and I hope he sticks around.
And this is rough for anyone listening at home. I'm just gonna translate what Jenna is saying. You trade away a really good player for picks. Best case scenario is that pick turns into the really good player that you already had. And it's it's more complex than that. I get it, timing, and you're not really ready to have a good player yet. I get it, but I just feel for you. Oh my God. Khalil Mack can be your fan frustration every week, and I wouldn't even say anything about it. And it can relate to each one unintentionally. It just goes back to the epitome of being a Raiders fan.
That is exactly what I was going to say. It's not just my fan frustration when we record this podcast on Tuesdays. It is my fan frustration from Monday or Sunday, wherever you decide to start your week, all the way through. All 7 days, all 24 hours of each of those 7 days, I will forever be upset that Khalil Mack is a Chicago Bear. And I don't know if I said this last time. I think I did probably. But my heart, my whole football fan heart, you can't see it. I'm like posing like the people can see it. Well, I had, my hands were shaped in a heart, and there's a little piece of it that belongs to the Chicago Bears. A little piece after that, because I love Khalil Mack as a player, and I thought that the Raiders were wrong in that situation. So now I am part Chicago Bears fan. No matter, if the Raiders end up doing Derek Carr dirty, I might have my heart somewhere else as well.